With all due respect. Oh, wait a minute. So, I recently got the reissued Marvel Legends retro card Doctor Doom. I had to get this because 1, my collection was really lacking villains. 2, this guy is one of my favorite Marvel characters, probably top 10 or a 15 at least. Plus, I think this is the best Hasbro made Doom figure. People will say it's the Super Skrull wave, but I much prefer Doom with the lime tunic. I was never really a fan of the fully dark green. It looks too turned off, if you know what I mean. And the Cabal 3-pack is slightly worse. The only new thing about it is the soft good cape, and that's it. My cousin has this figure and we both tried to pose him in crazy ways, but the skirt piece is too thick. It almost doesn't move for shit. So here he is, and my goodness, he is much cooler in person. Something the other Dooms have over this one is they have a colored skin tone inside around his eyes. I'm pretty sure this one is going more so for a classic comic approach. Unfortunately, being a figure from 5 years ago, he has pins. A bit of a bummer, but as long as the toy is functional, I think that's all that matters. One big complaint I have with the figure is easily the cape. I don't know why Hasbro makes the capes out of rigid plastic instead of actual cloth. Thor could not stand until I gave him the fabric cape. So now, I'm going to attempt to make a wired cape for Doctor Doom. For this, I'll use a sheet of dark green cotton cloth, aluminium wire, a black pen, scissors, a compass. I'd much recommend a ruler, dark green wool, gold fasteners, an Arts & Crafts aluminium gold chain pack, needles, and a cutter. First, I made sure to bend the top of the wire so it doesn't damage the cloth. Then I used the pen to mark exactly where I want to cut the piece out and where to fold the edges to sew the cloth with the wire in it. Then, of course, I sewed all 3 edges. Once the sewing is done, I mark the spots where I'm gonna use the cutter so I can insert the fasteners. Speaking of which, before I put the fasteners in, I have to give him the chain. Before doing this, I had to secure it with these loops the chain came with. And just so the cape can be stable, I French sewed this one little piece on the neck area like so. And there it is! Doctor Doom finally has a wired cape as he should. This thing was pretty challenging to make, but let me just say, it was absolutely worth it. I had a lot of fun posing him around. I've already shown him off to a lot of family members and friends. Maybe the chain is a little too long, you guys could adjust it to your liking. But with that said, I can't wait to get more Fantastic Four figures to pose action shots with him. If I were to compare it with Thor's cape, I still really like how that one turned out, but I think that Thor figure had too many problems to begin with. He had a super gummy body mold, a boring disc swivel, awkward boot swivels, and an extreme lack of accessories. I hope that the leaked Maximum Thor is as good as he can possibly be, but as for Doctor Doom, oh yeah, I am pretty happy with how this turned out. That was it for today. Stay faithful and hopeful.